Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Okay. Okay. Fine. So in the last session, we were trying to basically build certain features in our Power BI dashboard for the dataset which we selected. So with the continuation with that, I just want to ask like how many of you had tried and what kind of data dashboards you created? Can you just share your screens and I just want to check. लास्ट टाइम हमने जो डैशबोर्ड्स देखे थे बनाने का प्रोसेस, आपने उसमें से कितने लोगों ने डैशबोर्ड्स क्रिएट करे? क्योंकि मैंने ऑलरेडी आपको डेटा सेट शेयर करा था एंड उस दिन मेरा लैपटॉप का इशू हो रहा था बिकॉज ऑफ लाइक द ड्राइव गेट फिल्ड. सो आई जस्ट वांट टू मतलब वो मुझे लोड नहीं हो पा रहे थे काफी फीचर्स. तो आर यू डिड दैट विच आई एक्सप्लेन्ड यू? यस? नो? Sweta,
May I,
Naitik?
may I share, ma'am?
Yeah.
Though I have not established any relationship, I just only, as you said, that just select the year, date, or decay. I just did simple things. So may I?
Show me. Yeah. Like, yeah. Are you sharing the screen, Shri? Okay. Okay, but this is you had taken for the calendar, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any other thing?
Ma'am, though right now I have not done, but I was trying to manage relationship.
Okay. So once the relationship established, have you established a relationship?
No, ma'am, I was trying.
Okay. Do it and just let me show. Let me basically I should understand like whether you understood or not. So like how much time it will take to just build it? Maybe like in the
Uh,
next class, I'm hoping will it be okay
okay,
for you?
ma'am. Okay, ma'am. If if
Okay.
if I will complete in this session, I mean in today, I will tell you at
Hmm.
last.
Yeah, sure. What about others?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, please can you once again explain that hierarchical part again, which you were showing yesterday?
Yeah. I will. I'm going to share those. Don't worry. Before to that, I just want a few things. I'm just sharing few practice things. Okay. You just want I should show you the hierarchical part, right? How to set up the hierarchy.
Ma'am, basically you told to make the custom calendar table.
Hmm.
For that, you were saying that you have to set a hierarchy for that.
Yeah.
Ma'am, that I was unable to understand that.
Okay, fine. Anyone else who is facing problem? Okay, anyone tried
Excuse me, ma'am.
sometime? Yeah,
Ma'am, could we establish hierarchy via managing relationship?
exactly.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
We can. Okay, so I was talking about hierarchy and like that day many of you are not able to understand setuping of the hierarchy. This is what the problem. I got it right now. बाकी किसी को कोई दिक्कत नहीं है क्या? हम्म. या हम शायद सेल वाले डेटा पे हम बात कर रहे थे, क्यूमुलेटिव सेल फॉर ईच क्वार्टर, figure the previous quarter. This is kind of thing we were discussing.
No, ma'am, we were like discussing one question you have given, that how to replace that zero values.
Divide by zero wala.
Yeah, so I have figured out the one way using Power Query, going to transform and then choosing the replace option, replace the values option.
हाँ, इसके अलावा
Ma'am,
नहीं, वो हमने करा था। उसके बाद हम लोगों ने कुछ डेक्स फंक्शंस के और भी डेटा सेट हमने देखे थे, राइट? तो क्या हमने सेल्स डेटा सेट देखा था क्या? ऐसा मेरा क्वेश्चन है।
ma'am, we have you have showed us the show calendar and expenses and tall buildings yesterday. These three were shown.
हाँ, टॉल बिल्डिंग का हमने आई थिंक वी हैड टॉक्ड अबाउट टॉल बिल्डिंग फॉर द डैशबोर्ड क्रिएशन, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग.
Yes, ma'am, we have added the new column in it, the average height ones.
Right. Okay, just give me 1 minute. I'm just sharing my screen. Just give me 1 minute. Meanwhile, आप लोगों में से और किसी ने कुछ किया होगा, so they can show me what
Ma'am,
other. Hmm.
also please tell the part how to use conditional statements to
No, that we
alter
already
this.
discussed. Yeah. So that also we discussed. Yes. Before to that हमने और भी काफी मतलब इसमें देखे थे. अच्छा, हमने ओके, लेट मी जस्ट 1 second ना.
मैम क्योंकि डायरेक्ट नहीं चल रहा अभी जो डैक्स क्वेरी वाला वो ऑप्शन है I
हम्म.
have tried. The simple if else is not working. If we write if this is equal to zero, then do this. It is not working. Maybe there is a syntax for it.
Okay, just give me 1 minute. So you 1 second. So the calendar side, we were discussing about automatic calendar table time. No, we were talking about importing, configuring the custom calendar table. Is this the case we were discussing?
Ma'am, your screen is actually not visible.
Oh,
Ma'am,
one
what
second.
you have
I'm just
asked, ma'am?
checking. I was telling that uh, do we discussed the what I say configuring जो कैलेंडर की हम बात कर रहे थे, इंपोर्ट एंड कॉन्फ़िगरिंग कस्टम टेबल इन द कैलेंडर टेबल इन द पावर बीआई, दिस वाज द थिंग वी डिस्कस्ड.
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, you told that try it once. If it won't
Okay.
happen, then you will tell in this class. And I was unable to make it, the hierarchical part. So that's why I told you.
Okay.
Ma'am,
No
actually, ma'am,
problem.
you shown the path. Go to the model and add new model map. Then just find out the new calendar.
Okay. That is for the maps. मैप के लिए मैंने असाइनमेंट दिया था, इफ आई एम नॉट रॉन्ग, राइट?
Ma'am, import custom calendar too.
ओके ओके ओके, just give me 1 second. I'm just on it. 3. Yeah. So we were discussing one second. This date wala jo column hai na, date wala jo data. Actually, I'm looking for one data set. That's why I'm just holding you for time being. I'm just looking a data set. I just want a data set which will be showing us some date related things. That is what is my basically plan. And yeah, okay, fine. So now I am just sharing my screen and I had opened already the things. Yeah. Okay, now start with the new report. Okay. And I'll be using some data from my existing data set, which I already downloaded. I'm just keeping this thing from this location to this location. I don't want again the same thing will be coming around. Just now what I pasted. Yeah. So these are the two data part. We just have it. I'm just extracting this here only. This one also I'm extracting. Okay. So this is a show calendar data. Okay. And I'm just importing this file. Second. Use is not sample data. I'll be using with this. So I just imported a show calendar worksheet from the Excel. Okay. And here, this is the worksheet I just imported. Okay. Yeah. And when, okay. And then what I'm doing here, I just, yeah. And okay. I'll be just making it as I just want to load this data. Okay. So I'm just creating the connection and the data is being loaded here. So I can see the visuals part here. So this is the data I being loaded. Okay. Now what exactly I want, I am going to set the in the data, right? Now what I am doing, okay? So I am having date, day, okay? So we don't want this basically, it will summarize the things. See, day it is being summarized, month number is being summarized, weekly it is being summarized, and year it is being summarized. If you see, on the date side. Are you able to see what I am trying to show you? So I don't want to do this. Okay, we don't want to happen for the summarization for such kind of date and time kind of basically value, right? So how we are going to make these things not to happen with the summation? So that is what we are trying to do it. We are trying to resolve it. Okay. So we will be having sort by setting of the column shown in the table. Okay. So how we are going to do it? Sort by setting. Okay. Uh, in the, okay. In the table tool, okay. And then we will be setting something basically. Um, so I'll be just making the key basically here. Uh, just I just want change the sort by setting of the column. Let's say okay, so we will be creating the hierarchy actually. Okay. So create hierarchy starting with the decade. Okay. So decade, we will be rename the hierarchy as a show date hierarchy. Okay. So we will be creating a hierarchy here. Okay. And the name we will be creating with the rename it show date hierarchy. Sorry, hierarchy. Okay. So this is a name I created. Okay. Now under the show date hierarchy, what I supposed to do here. So this is a show date hierarchy I just created. Okay. Now you can create a hierarchy in the model view. Okay. So we are now into the report view ideally. We will be just now going back into the model view. Okay. So we just have this hierarchy now. Okay. So decade is being created. Now after decade, what I want year, right? So how I'm going to have it? First, I will just creating hierarchy here instead of this. So I just only one hierarchy which has been created. I have to select that hierarchy. Where is that hierarchy? Yeah, so this I will be removing. Delete from the model. Yeah. Show date hierarchy. I just want that. Yeah. Okay. Now I will be creating this as a I will be just adding a new things, okay, here. So new column is being added. The name of the column I will be, name of the column.
Ma'am, you have added the show date hierarchy in the decade option, in the, oh, sorry, in the decade attribute.
Yeah. So in the decade, actually, I just started show date hierarchy. I just already created like this. Okay. Now in this decade, I will be having Then under the decade, I will be again adding a new basically column. Okay. This will be not like this month. Okay. So under the month, I will be having again new column. Okay. Then this is being added. Now under the decade, we added a month. Actually, we need to add under the year. I had to add it actually. After decade, I just need to add year actually. Show date hierarchy. We created a show date hierarchy or this what we created. I don't remember.
Now we have created a show date hierarchy.
Okay, we created a show date hierarchy. So we had to add all these things under that. Okay, not decade hierarchy.
Num and the show date hierarchy is under the decade.
No, it's there itself. Okay, if you
Okay,
want,
it's
yeah, you can have it like this, or you can have it within a decade. That is also possible, not an issue. If you just want, you can add a decade hierarchy here. You can create a hierarchy like this. Okay, and you can give a name, show date hierarchy. It is also possible.
okay.
Okay, I said 1. Okay.
Okay.
And like that, we will be adding a new basically column into it. We just start adding the columns, okay? So within this column, once again, I just new column, we can add it. In my case, it's not working out. Just let's check in your end. I just want that hierarchy should be created. And then we can see it under the COVID era, basically how the things happen during the years actually. Just do it quickly. I just want to show you a few other things as today. Yeah, done. Okay. And here also we need to take first slicer. Okay. So okay, every time you need to keep a slicer, okay, and then you have to drag the objects, okay, you need to populate those objects on this basically in that slicer, okay. Are you understanding this? So I will be selecting COVID era, okay. Under that COVID era, I'll be selecting, say, year. 1 second. I'll be selecting COVID. Okay. Then I will be selecting complete hierarchy. hierarchy. Okay, so I get a decade, month, and year. Yeah, I now got it. Are you understanding this? What thing I am doing actually? Then I will be just having certain, again, I will be keeping a slicer. Okay. And in this slicer, I'm just putting this as a tool. And then I will be selecting this. And I can have a just back to report. I'll just go to the back to report. And here I will be using core now. And then I'll be using year, the month. Or instead of this, I will be straight away selecting.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you tell how you have created the individual hierarchy, not under something like not under date or not under day?
You can directly create hierarchy. Uh, no, we cannot directly create a hierarchy straight away. We had to take under some basically values only.
Ma'am, you have created the show date hierarchy like this. It is
No,
not under the date.
it's under the date only.
Ma'am, the last, this part, ma'am.
I created a hierarchy under the decade.
Okay, the
Which
decade
is
hierarchy.
I created a hierarchy like this. Because see, without data, you cannot create a hierarchy.
Okay, ma'am.
Now, this is the way we can create it and show the table also. We can create a table-wise values here. So all together, this kind of dashboard you can create ideally. Okay, so this dashboard is completely based on the value you had taken. Okay, from the data. This is just a simple example. I'm just relating with the date time, but it is possible with the other values as well. Okay, the other data set as well. So if you are importing some other data sets, okay. So I think we already work with few data set, right? Can you just brief me what other data set we were using that day? Expenses वाला करा था क्या? एक्सपेंस डेटा सेट पे काम किया है क्या हमने?
Ma'am, you have given this data set, but we haven't worked on it.
Okay, so let's start working on the expense data set. Everybody is having that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so we will start a new basically report. See, how to create hierarchy, is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now import the data. What was the data set we were talking about? Expense. I just load this. अभी यहाँ पे हम लोड नहीं करेंगे, हम इस पर ट्रांसफॉर्म करेंगे पहले, मतलब हम क्वेरी एडिटर पे जाके क्वेरी लिखेंगे. अभी यहाँ देखो. So there is a calendar. Okay. and there is a data. There are two basically tables. Try to understand. These tables are already having some mapping. मतलब relationship है. Okay. So let's first talk about this calendar data. So this is my calendar data. Okay. If you see, अभी यहाँ थोड़ा सा ध्यान certain functions, okay, DAX functions. So DAX functions comes with certain data types. So if you see here, when it comes into the query editor, ये same आपका Excel query editor जैसा ही है. Only the thing is here, there are few things we can do it and we can replicate it into the model. Okay, so this is not my model. This is just my data, transform data. And if I want to make some changes, I can do it here. Look at this. I can make a transform things. Okay. Suppose I want to make certain things into the text format. I want to make it into the day to week, week to day. Okay. I can have it week to month. Okay. Such kind of things I can have it. Even I can replace the value as well. Okay. Suppose like let's see. Okay. I don't want to work on 2014 ka data, right? This is a 2014 data. Let's say I want to convert it into 2000. One second. Let's say I want to convert into the value. Okay. Some value. Let's say this dash I want to convert into the this dash value I want to convert into the slash. Okay. The value error, enter date value. Okay. So this is for the date time only. So we cannot have this with the date key. Okay. So first we need to add, I can have a change date type. Okay. So I can make a date type change into like this or a text. Okay. So it will replace your current column or add a new step. Okay. So we can add a new step. Okay. And this change date time is become date time 2. You can rename it with the text format, date. You can have it like this. And then you can make the changes. Once it has been text format, look at this, it location get changed because it's appearing like a text. Are you understanding this? If you want to replace or transform, look at these things, okay? If you want to transfer the text for certain values, okay? So this is a basically numeric value. And I want to make some changes, replace the values. So I can replace the value 1, replace with say Jan. Let's say what it is giving. Okay, it's a number only. So we can have 01. Okay, and then the replaced value you can even apply here, and then you can reflect it like this. Okay. Yeah. So it get reflected into your model. Okay. And you can see there are changes in this model. पहले वहां 14 था, फिर मैंने 16 में कन्वर्ट किया इसको. Are you understanding what I am doing right now? I make changes actually. I made a changes into values. Okay. अब यहाँ पे आपको अगर day wise, year wise, month wise, if you want to do any changes, that hierarchy you can create, you can change the format even. अगर आपको particular format में चाहिए है, so you can create a new column, you can add a new column, and you can have a new basically column name to it. All these things are possible with this values. Okay. Now I'm going back to my report. One second. No. Where is that report is? I just added a one file only or a model only. Okay, we just added a one basically source, right? Now I'm going back. From the gate data also I can have a expense file and just open it. And the transform the data. Okay. Now look at this. What I want is, okay, so if it is a text category, look at this. If I just want this category should be represented in some other way, or I just want this category should be into the maybe in the uppercase, lowercase kind of thing. So I can have it in the uppercase, lowercase. Are you able to see? See, are you guys able to see those things? So now category automatically it become uppercase. I made the transformations here, okay? So whatever be the transformation, I can have it. I want it, I can have it like this, okay? Suppose in this case, like I just want this value should be represented in some other way. So change the data type with the decimal number. I just want it should be into say currency or some other value. So I can have it like into percentage as well, okay? Or even you can make the changes into absolute value as well. Okay, so this kind of transformations you can have it on the decimal kind of numbers. Is it clear to you? Yeah, am I audible or not audible? I don't know, something problem is occurring or something I am not able to get it. Okay, so am I audible now? Yeah. Okay. And you are able to see my screen as well, right? Okay.
No,
So the,
yes, ma'am. Right now. Now we could see.
Ma'am.
okay, so earlier it was not visible.
Yes, ma'am. It was not visible.
Oh, see what I did actually, I loaded those data set, okay? And if I just want, see, look at this employee number. If I just want to make some changes, okay? I just want to make some changes or I want to mm, replace certain value or I want to split the column, okay? So by delimiter, I can have it. So look at this, what I'm doing is, okay? So I just want okay? I just want this kind of comma or something, okay? And I can have it. No, not like this. I want by positions actually. Okay. So that delimiter, see, look at this. What happened? The employee number is get spreaded out. Employee number with 3 position and a third position it is get delimited. Are you understanding this? What thing we can have it? And if I don't want it, okay, I don't want this basically position to be changed, I can remove it and automatically that reflections can be removed like this. Is it clear? Are you getting my point?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this kind of transformations we can do it, okay, in the transform, and then we can load it into the actual model side, okay. So जो भी हमको फॉर्मेट चाहिए है हमारे डेटा का, मतलब जो भी हमारा क्लीनिंग है, फिल्टरिंग है, दिखने में वो कैसा दिखना चाहिए डेटा, ये सारी चीजें हम ट्रांसफॉर्म इन द क्वेरी मोड में करेंगे, क्वेरी एडिटर मोड में, एंड देन वी कैन हैव इट इनटू द एक्चुअल डेटा मॉडल. सो यहाँ पे आप जाओगे तो क्लोज एंड अप्लाई करेंगे, then it become applied to the actual data model. Okay. So if I just said like this, okay, if I just said like this,
Ma'am, apart from this, please can you show how to use the DAX queries and the if-else part you told yesterday?
that we are not actually told. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I will try to finish it and I will explain it. And then what we are having here, try to see back to that part. Okay, will it be okay to you? If suppose I don't want this, okay, delete from the model, because there are two things get added. I just want calendar 2 to be deleted. I just want two calendars only, right? One is this and another is a data thing, right? And then I want it has to be relate with something ID with this ID. Possible? Can we do it? Or suppose at the same time, if I want to make some relationship between this ID and this ID, is it possible?
Yes, ma'am.
How we can have it?
Ma'am, by selecting that manage relationships option.
Exactly. So just set the basically relationship between these two tables. Possible? Got it?
Yes, ma'am. Doing
Yes, ma'am.
See, this is a dashboard creation I'm showing. जो DAX functions का part है ना, who is asking me? Naitik is asking me or what? Who is asking me?
Ma'am, Krishnam, I am asking.
ओके कृष्णम, जो हमारा डेक्स का फंक्शन जो लॉजिकल वाला पार्ट है, वो मैं आपको नेक्स्ट इसमें आपको पूरा डिटेल जो भी हमारा डेक्स के अलग अलग फीचर्स है वो पूरा आपको उसमें एक साथ बताती हूँ. लेट मी फर्स्ट कवर दिस बेसिक पार्ट ऑफ द पावर बीआई, ओके,
Okay,
कि हम
ma'am.
क्या
Okay,
क्या
ma'am.
और कर सकते हैं.
Okay,
ओके,
ma'am.
क्योंकि
Okay.
मैं इसको हरी बरी में करूंगी तो वो भी पूरा नहीं हो पाएगा, और
No,
ये
ma'am, I thought it was the part of this only. That's why I was asking.
नो 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 नो, डेक्स का अभी काफी कुछ चीजें बची हुई है, दैट वी विल बी basically covering very soon.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Ma'am, I have
So,
a request. If you are doing DAX, then definitely we will finish DAX particularly on that, because mixing by mixing all those things, that will be create more confusion. So we are doing
no, right now I'm not making it anything into the DAX side. I just shown you Power Query Editor in the Power BI and how it is being more advanced than the Excel, because in the Excel if you remember हमने पावर क्वेरी वहां पे भी देखा था, लेकिन वहां पे हम फॉर्मूला के जो फॉर्मूला बार है वहां पे हम लिख रहे थे, वी आर मेकिंग चेंजेस विद द राइटिंग द फॉर्मूला एंड कंडीशंस इफ यू रिमेम्बर. बट यहाँ पे हमने सिर्फ राइट क्लिक किया और हमारे पास काफी ऑप्शंस थे जो हमने डेमोन्स्ट्रेट किए. So this is what the difference is there in the Power Query Editor in your Excel and Power Query Editor in your Power BI. Is this clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
And at the same time, जो भी डेटा टाइप्स हैं, जो भी उसका लुक एंड फील अपीयरेंस है, इफ इट इज द डेटा टाइप इज रिलेटेड टू टेक्स्ट, उसको हम कैसे चेंज कर सकते हैं, अपर से लोअर, लोअर से अपर, वी कैन सेग्रीगेट द कॉलम। अगर आपको डेट ऑफ बर्थ पूरा एक चाहिए है, सो यू कैन कंबाइन डेट ईयर मंथ, लाइक दैट वाज पॉसिबल। अगर आपको सेग्रीगेटेड चाहिए तो यू कैन सेग्रीगेट द कॉलम्स विद द ईयर, मतलब डिलिमिनेटर आप ऐड करके, जैसे मैंने एम्प्लॉय आईडी पे ऐड किया था डिलिमिनेटर, तो एम्प्लॉय आईडी सेग्रीगेट हो गया था 3 कॉलम्स में। हैव यू ऑब्जर्व दैट? So such kind of segregation, such kind of data representation, we can have it. And once it is being done, then we can replicate, then we can apply to the model. See, modeling एक नेक्स्ट लेवल आता है, उसके पहले हमारा क्लींजिंग, अपियरिंग, ये सारी चीजें आती है। ओके, एंड दैट वी कैन डू इट इनटू द एडिटर, क्वेरी एडिटर। इज इट क्लियर?
Yes, sir.
Now just create a dashboard for it. I just want every employee, and based on its some basically logical dashboards just created. I just want everybody should do it.
Ma'am, may I share you my screen just once you see
Yeah,
what
sure.
just in the simple query I did.
Show me.
In employee number, ma'am, descending order. Again in the ID descending and name. I did uppercase, and for the in date descending again.
Okay. Now then apply it into the model.
Yes, ma'am. Managing relationship. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then create the dashboard. When you're creating a dashboard, you have to first add slicer. अभी मैंने आपको बताया था डैशबोर्ड क्रिएशन का। सबसे पहले आपको स्लाइसर ऐड करना है, स्लाइसर में डेटा मॉडल ऐड करना है, एंड देन डिफरेंट डिफरेंट उसका विजुअलाइजेशंस जो भी आप लेंगे, जो भी पाई चार्ट लेंगे, बार लेंगे, हिस्टोग्राम लेंगे, पाई चार्ट के अलावा स्कैटर्ड ग्राफ लोगे, जो भी आप लोगे आप स्लाइसर में ऐड करते चलोगे। या डन। This way you have to create the way I am showing you. I want everybody should try this. Look at this. Already the date hierarchy is being already created here. It's already being done. So you can have a date hierarchy like this. This is a date hierarchy. Those who are having still any problem with the date hierarchy, they can just check how it has been created. You have to rename it, okay? हायरार्की सिर्फ क्रिएट होता है हायरार्की नाम से, उसको अपडेट हायरार्की करना है।
Ma'am, can you please tell which option, slicer option you have selected here in the build visualizations part?
तो यहाँ स्लाइसर होता है, देखो यहाँ पे ये रहा स्लाइसर।
Uh, okay, ma'am. Okay.
whenever you are taking any kind of visualization dashboard, मतलब जो भी चार्ट ले रहे हो ना आप, उसके पहले आपको स्लाइसर लेना है। आई होप इट्स क्लियर नाउ।
Yes, ma'am.
स्लाइसर में अगर आपको चाहिए आप पूरा डेटा ले सकते हो, यू वांट यू कैन हैव इट होल डेटा। कैटेगरी, आई जस्ट टेकन अ कैटेगरी। हमने पाइवोट टेबल किया था, याद है आपको? पाइवोट टेबल किया था।
Yes, ma'am.
पाइवोट टेबल में हम कैसे अलग अलग कैटेगरी, अलग अलग फिल्टर्स के ऑप्शंस लेते हैं ना, वैसे ही स्लाइसर रहता है। स्लाइसर इज सेम लाइक योर पाइवोट टेबल कैटेगरीज, जो हम कैटेगरी क्या, फिल्टर जो पैरामीटर्स लिए थे ना, वैसा ही ये काम करता है स्लाइसर यहाँ पे।
Okay, ma'am.
ओके। लुक एट दिस व्हाट आई गॉट। 3, जो भी उसका आईडी है, जिसका नाम है एमा, उसका मुझे पूरा ट्रैवल कैटेगरी से लेके, बट आई गॉट इट। ओके, सो दिस काइंड ऑफ ड्रिल डाउन रिपोर्ट आल्सो आई कैन जनरेट। ओके, आप स्लाइसर सेटिंग भी ले सकते हो, वर्टिकल, सिंगल सिलेक्शन, मल्टीपल सिलेक्शन। This is all the possible way we can have it. In the general way, data format, effect, you can have an effect also. If you just want a color effect, you can have a color effect. ये सब चीजें आप देख सकते हो. You can have it by your own.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, in the upcoming sessions, will we prepare like a project on basis of all the 2 to 3 tools which we have learned?
पूरा एक एक इसमें प्रोजेक्ट नहीं बनता है. डेटा एनालिटिक्स का प्रोजेक्ट एक बनेगा आपका पावर बीआई में. आप उसी प्रोजेक्ट को आप सीक्वल में भी ले सकते हो, आप उसी प्रोजेक्ट को आप एक्सेल में भी ले सकते हो. पर ऐसा
Okay.
प्रोजेक्ट नहीं होता है कि कुछ चीजें एक्सेल में रहेंगी, कुछ चीजें ऐसे. ऐसा प्रोजेक्ट नहीं रहता है. उसमें पूरा एंड टू एंड एक टूल में प्रोजेक्ट बनता है.
Ma'am, will it be done after the completion of Power BI?
यस, यू कैन स्टार्ट इट बाय योर ओन. आप मुझे पूछ सकते हो अगर आपको कुछ दिक्कत आती है उसमें तो.
Okay, ma'am.
आर यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग व्हाट आई एम डूइंग राइट नाउ? अब मुझे स्लाइसर पे जितने भी मैंने पैरामीटर्स कंसिडर करे हैं उन सब से वैल्यूज मुझे जनरेट हो रही है. ओके. अगर यहां से मैं ये डेट हटा दूं ना, 1 सेकेंड. यहाँ से ये डेट वाला जो पार्ट है. ओके. अभी देखो यहाँ पे डेट, वेयर इज माय डेट? ठीक है. अब मुझे जैसे चाहिए मैं वैसे इसको कवर कर सकती हूँ. आई डोंट वांट लाइक दिस. आई जस्ट वांट टू चेक कि कैश में कितने ट्रांजैक्शंस हुए हैं, चेक में कितने ट्रांजैक्शंस हुए हैं, कब हुए हैं, कौन से एम्प्लॉय ने किए हैं. आर यू गेटिंग व्हाट आई एम डूइंग नाउ?
So, ma'am, the x-axis and the y-axis are automatically set up in
नो
this.
नो नो, आई डिड जैसे पाइवोट में करते, मैंने बोला ना जैसे पाइवोट में करते हैं ना कि हम क्राइटेरिया हमारा सेट करते हैं, रिमेम्बर?
Yes, ma'am.
वैसे ही यहाँ भी होगा.
Okay, ma'am.
बस स्लाइसर पे होगा, और स्लाइसर आपको स्लाइस करके यहाँ डैशबोर्ड जनरेट करेगा. मुझे चेक करना है कि ट्रैवल कितना हुआ, तो ये इतने एम्प्लॉयज ट्रैवल कर रहे हैं, कितने एम्प्लॉयज ने बस से किया, कितना कार फ्यूल कंज्यूम किया, कार पार्किंग की कितना, मतलब कार पार्किंग में ये हुआ, मतलब ये एवरीथिंग आई एम गेटिंग हियर. ओके. अब मुझे सिर्फ चेक करना है कि कैश में कितने ट्रांजैक्शंस हुए. सो आई गेट अ जस्ट फॉर का, यहाँ पे कैश ट्रांजैक्शंस हुए हैं. ओके. इज दिस क्लियर?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and now I'll just show you one thing here. 1 second, I just want, अभी मुझे चाहिए है ये जो नेट, ये जो वैल्यूज है मेरे पास. ओके. सो लाइक इट्स इन द क्रेडिट कार्ड, आई गॉट इट. ओके. सो दिस इज विद द क्रेडिट कार्ड ट्रैवल, आई गॉट इट. कहाँ कहाँ क्रेडिट कार्ड, कितने काउंट ऑफ सप्लायर्स से यूज हुए हैं, उनका नाम, like with the name it is. Okay, so it's like that I am getting. Is it clear? You can change this look also if you want. आप कोई और भी ले सकते. You can have the cluster chart, you can have a bar chart, vertical bar chart, like that you can have it and you can understand this data. I just taken this. मुझे थोड़ा चेंज मैंने इसलिए मैंने ये वाला डेटा ये लिया था. एरिया बेसिकली स्टैक्ड एरिया कि इतने लोग इन बिटवीन ऑफ दिस एम्प्लॉयज हैड डन more number of cash transaction on certain things or suppliers. In fact, you can have a pie chart also. Sorry, this is a pie chart, right? So you can have a pie chart also. Clear? Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So we will stop here today. And the DAX functions, जो बाकी के बचे हुए
So,
categories है,
ma'am, I'm
logical
sharing my screen. Could you
function.
please check?
Yeah. I'm not able to see your screen. Hmm. Okay.
Ma'am, you said to remove date key or say just to do some changes in that?
No, I don't say like this. I said कि आप अलग अलग पैरामीटर्स को आप सिलेक्ट करोगे स्लाइसर पे. आप सिर्फ स्लाइसर पे सिलेक्ट करो 2014. जस्ट सिलेक्ट दिस. Could you select this only? It has to be reflect in your dashboard, which is not basically showing us, right? आपने मेरा देखा क्या? मैं क्या कर रही थी? मैं स्लाइसर पे वैल्यू सिलेक्ट कर रही थी तो मेरा डैशबोर्ड चेंज हो रहा था.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
दिस दैट वे द डैशबोर्ड शुड बी क्रिएटेड. उसी को हम डैशबोर्ड क्रिएशन कहते हैं. ओके, कि मैं ऑन द बटन क्लिक आई गेट एवरीथिंग बट विच आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग. उसके लिए स्लाइसर का यूज कैसे होता है वो मैंने आपको एक्सप्लेन किया. एंड ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दैट यू नीड टू सिलेक्ट इवन डिफरेंट डिफरेंट क्राइटेरियाज. आपने ये जो क्राइटेरियाज यहाँ लिए हैं एम्प्लॉय नंबर कैटेगरी, ये आपको चेंज करने चाहिए ऑन विच एक्सेस यू वांट इट टू बी. ओके,
Okay, ma'am. Got that.
आई होप यू गॉट इट.
Yes, ma'am. I'm trying, ma'am. I
या
will I will tell you in next class, ma'am.
या इट्स वेरी इजी. यू हैव टू लिटिल बिट एक्सप्लोर द टूल. आपको सिर्फ एक्सप्लोर करना है. अगर आपको लॉजिकली पता है आपको क्या चाहिए है तो आप उसको टूल में कैसे यूज करना है वो आप खुद से भी कर सकते हो. बस इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कि आपको क्या चाहिए है, कि आप ये डैशबोर्ड क्यों क्रिएट कर रहे हो. जस्ट लेट मी नो कि आपका जो भी मैनेजर रहेगा या जो भी मैनेजमेंट है, ओके, उनके पास इतना टाइम नहीं है कि वो एक्सेल शीट पढ़ते रहेंगे. ओके, व्हाट दे वांट ऑन द वन क्लिक, दे वांट एवरीथिंग, राइट? अब वो आप अगर उनको सिर्फ चार्ट्स भी दिखाओगे एक्सेल में बने हुए तो वो कितने दिखाओगे आप? 1 2 3 4 10 दिखाओगे. ओके, एंड दे आर वेरी फिक्स्ड. डू नो दैट दे आर स्टैटिक. यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है? ये डायनामिक चार्ट्स बन रहे हैं. क्या बन रहा है? जैसे मुझे ईयर चाहिए तो मैं ईयर वाइज देख पा रही हूँ, एम्प्लॉय वाइज देख पा रही हूँ, कैश वाइज देख पा रही हूँ, क्रेडिट कार्ड वाइज देख पा रही हूँ. सो आई एम जस्ट सिलेक्टिंग इट एंड आई एम एनालाइजिंग इट कि सबसे ज्यादा किस में कैसे खर्चा हो रहा है, या किस तरीके से सेल ज्यादा हो रहा है या कहाँ प्रॉफिट हो रहा है। सो ऐसे टाइप मुझे चाहिए है। तो ये टाइप से मुझे डैशबोर्ड यहाँ पे बन पा रहे हैं ना। आर यू नाउ क्लियर विद दिस?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Got it, ma'am.
ओके। सो ये सारी चीजें आनी चाहिए आप लोगों को। आप कोई भी डेटा सेट लो, इट्स नॉट ओनली दिस डेटा सेट विच आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट और जो शेयर किया है। आपके पास बहुत पहले से, मैं आपको जब एक्सेल पढ़ा रही हूँ तब से आपके पास एक्सेल के शीट्स दे रही हूँ डेटा सेट करके, और हमने काफी उसके ऊपर काम भी किया हुआ है। तो आप कोई भी डेटा सेट उठा लो, उसके ऊपर आप जस्ट ट्राई टू डू इट, ओके। एंड देन यू एनालाइज कि ये टूल से हम कैसे विजुअलाइजेशन कर सकते हैं। Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Fine. So we'll stop here today and we will continue the topic, the remaining part of our Power BI in the next class. Okay, till then, whatever we discuss, please try to practice, explore this Power BI dashboard as much as possible. Okay, fine, everyone. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much, ma'am.
Thank
Yeah,
you, ma'am.
thanks. Yeah.